Good day, everybody. On today's episode, I plan to answer another question that you guys had for me. Today's question. And do you guys want me to say your names? Like, I will. I don't know if that's acceptable. Question number 1. I have my first mountain bike race in about a month. A friend of mine informed me that my seat height was too low. Will raising my seat help me in my frost race? I think you meant to say first race. So the last question video, I don't know what to call these. I had a good response, had a lot of people asking more questions. I felt it a disservice if I don't answer them. I definitely want to preface this video, reiterate who I am in the scheme of like a cycling universe. So, because for the longest time I was like, well, why does my opinion matter on these things? Because I'm not, I don't race on an international pro team. So there's always somebody better than me when it comes to fitness advice. I would say I'm relatively an expert on fixing bicycles. Finally just said screw it, and I will answer them to the best of my ability. I have gained a lot of knowledge in the 15 years that I have been racing because I have made a lot of mistakes. I have learned from those mistakes. So on today's episode, I wanted to address something because Winter Short Track is coming up soon. Winter Short Track is a lot of people's first race series that they get to do, and I thought this question kind of went hand in hand with that. For a lot of you people that's been riding for a really long time, you're probably already going to know the answer to this, but so many people don't. I asked him a few questions because I needed a little bit more information about this before I gave my honest opinion. The dude's been riding for about a year, has never raced before other than racing his buddies. He's got no knee pain, no back pain, no pain at all. The short answer to this question is no. If your race is, everyone's a little different, but for me, if my race is a month away, I'm not changing anything. I'm gonna stick with the setup that I've been running because you gotta get used to the bike that you're gonna race. And if you are a CFW, like myself, you have to train yourself to not touch things, because if you're changing your saddle height, changing handlebars, changing pedals a week before the race, you're not gonna feel comfortable on them. Same with tires. If you go changing tires, you're not gonna know how they react. When I was talking with him, he was kind of concerned that if his seat is too low, which I believe it is maybe a smidge too low. If it is a little bit too low, will raising the seat up to the proper height get him a lot more power and he will do so much better in this race? No, that will not happen just by you raising the seat. Now, I don't believe his seat, I didn't watch a video of this guy riding a bike or anything. I didn't fit him to it. I don't believe the seat is so low that he's gonna hurt himself. Basically what happens if you have your seat too low, it pushes pretty much like your knee into the back of your patella, and it'll just grind everything away and you will have knee problems. That's why you want a proper bike fit. But what also happens, if you've been riding a bike in a specific fit for a year, 6 months even, you start to develop certain muscles. So if your seat's too low, you're using way more of your thigh muscle than you are your hamstring. When you raise your seat up, the more you raise it, the more that equalizes out and you start using the muscles equally. But if you've been riding that way for a long time, and you just jack that seat up to where it should be for a proper bike fit, what's gonna happen is you're gonna overwork those hammies that you have not been working because your thighs are super strong. Now that the seat height's correct, it's gonna change the entire anatomy of the way you're pedaling. If I'm not getting too convoluted with my speech here, basically you wanna take baby steps, and this is only for people that have been riding for a while, because your body starts to acclimate. This is why I wholeheartedly believe a proper bike fit is one of the first and best things you can do in cycling. Because if you have an improper bike fit, you've been working out these muscles in this weird way and building this strength up in a weird way that is gonna eventually cause you problems. You will have to address them. And when you go to address them, you're gonna have underdeveloped muscles. This has happened to me, and it will take a while to balance everything out. You'll have to do stuff like single leg squats and the thing where you carry stuff and raise one leg, and I don't know. I can go into way too much detail about physical therapy for cycling from stuff that I have done in the past and had to go through. To keep a long story short, don't go changing anything on your bicycle, please, if it is the last few weeks before an event. Now, of course, if you get a flat tire or something breaks on your bike, you gotta fix it or you're not gonna race. But don't just go thinking I really need to change my saddle position because it'll give me more power. In theory, yes, that could be correct because your bike fit could be wrong, but you have to build up your muscular system to accommodate this new bike fit, and you're not gonna do that in the span of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. That all really needs to be done way before said race. So it's a good question. A lot of people don't realize how important a bicycle fit is. Go to somebody who really knows what they're talking about, knows what they're doing on a bike fit. You really want to get that 90% leg extension. If you're not used to a proper bike fit, the seat height is going to feel too high, but you got to get used to it if you want to use your entire muscle group. The biggest muscles in your body, you know, are gonna be like your butt and your hammies, and those need to be working way more, in my opinion, than like your thighs. Your thighs are kind of the muscles that help you sprint. I mean, you're working out your legs the whole time you're riding a bike, but if you're going to go for long distances, man, you gotta start using these big muscles that really help you. Short answer, don't change a thing. If you have no knee problems, no back problems, nothing, and your race is in a few weeks, don't change anything. Just do your race, then worry about it. Because I don't want you to go hurting yourself. So I know it was a shorter one today. Hopefully it was a shorter one, but I at least wanted to push this out to you guys. You can hurt yourself if you go changing stuff, and that discourages people. I wish you luck in your race. Maybe I didn't ask where the race was. Maybe it's at short track. Hopefully I'll see you there. The homegrown video's coming. I just wanted to push this one out there. I wanted to do it a little bit more informal because I just want the information. So ask your questions. I will answer them to the best of my ability. Hope this helps somebody. All right, I'll see everyone later. Love you, bye.